Welcome. I am Dr. Angelika Christie, your host of the show, Your Radiant Life After 45. It's for healthy, happy, and wealthy women. I show you how to design and enjoy your most radiant life after 45 by conscious and intelligent choice. So, with over 25 years of professional expertise as a ND, a naturopathic doctor specializing in healthy aging, and as a lifestyle and relationship coach, together with my vast personal experience, I give you all of me. If this sounds good to you, be my guest here every week on this day of the week, Saturdays, and at this time of the day. Yes? Yes. Okay, so let's begin. Look how I am dressed. It's Valentine's weekend, so the weekend has started. Are you excited? Are you nervous? Or just don't care because you don't want to be disappointed again? If you are not in a committed relationship, this may still be valuable for you because today is one of 3 episodes on love. Today is romantic love because of Valentine's Day, and next weekend will be the raw love, the primal love, and where that came from, and still is very much alive. And in the 3rd episode, so that's 3 Saturdays from today, it will be about spiritual love. So it is interesting, even if you're at the moment not in a committed relationship with a man. But if you are, then this will be especially good for you, I believe, because it will give you some tips for especially this weekend. And why, yeah, and something that you may not even have known. Um, okay, so let's just dive right into it. Let's make your Valentine's celebration weekend special. And I'll share with you some relationship secrets that will make your Valentine's Day maybe the best you ever had. And even if it's just for you, you with you, it's just do it. Whatever it is that lights up your fire. Some of what I shared you probably never knew or heard about. Yet, when I share with you, what I share with you today actually can greatly enhance your relationship for this weekend and much beyond. Much beyond this weekend, of course. Because relationships are the most important and most dynamic commitments we have in our life. I believe everything in life is about relationships. Anyway, your physical health can be either enhanced or challenged or ruined by a relationship that has gone really south, bad, or even toxic because you did not pay attention or you did not really know what to do. And I welcome all of my listeners and visitors here. Thank you for being here, especially one, you know who you are. So, since I am a relationship coach, my clients ask me a lot of questions. And one of them is this: how do I get what I want from my man or husband or boyfriend, let's say partner? And what I share with you relates to a committed relationship between a man and a woman. And I understand that not everybody here or who listens to me is in that kind of relationship. But it may be interesting for you to know and understand some of what I share today, because maybe you can help somebody else, or it may come up for you at some time. So stay with me. You can try, if you are in this kind of relationship, a committed one, you can try to and want what you get, but your husband or partner or boyfriend doesn't get you. You try to diplomatically and elegantly suggest to your partner what you want from him. How well has that worked for you in the past, though? Because let me tell you, a man is not wired to know what a woman wants. Why? Because most women do not know how to speak to the man in the way that he truly understands what she wants, or understands her. So if that has happened to you, do you sometimes ask yourself, why doesn't he get me? Why doesn't he get what I need? Why doesn't he get what I want? Men who get you actually have more of a female X in their DNA. An alpha man usually does not get you because he doesn't have it. And the ordinary man doesn't have it either. So it is up to you to suggest what you want and in a particular way. And that, my friend, is an art. But a tip, do not demand or bitch or sulk. You better don't do anything like this. Do you know how to express what you want so that your man understands it clearly? Most women don't. Here's the truth. Most women have no idea, really. And that makes it kind of a secret. And the women who do know how to get what they want from a man, they are not special. They just learned or somehow know how to make something very, very clear that they want from their partner or their man. Basically, here is something that you may not have known. Basically, men are different species. Yes, different species. I mean, there was a book written, Men Are from Mars, Women Are from Venus. Very, very successful book. And, you know, it's an interesting book, and I do believe that men are different species. And yes, there are exceptions. There always are exceptions, right? But what I share with you here applies to most relationships between a man and a woman in a greater or lesser way. Now back to Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is about love. You see my red blouse here? So I know it's only a cliche, but you know, sometimes it's fun to play. So that's what Valentine's Day is. And when I read the story about Valentine's Day, there are different stories. It's so interesting. And I really believe that Valentine's Day has nothing to do with sending out Valentine's cards to your girlfriends and your whole family and whatever. It's not about that. Valentine's Day is about romantic love, which means the love between lovers. All right? So the words of love have never really, really changed. And we need to hear them now, actually, more often than ever in this challenging and conflicting time of uncertainty and anxiety, where so much that we used to find comfort in got a bit lost. The things that we took for granted have become more challenging to have, like hanging out with friends, taking trips without having to worry about anything, and the vaccinations and the wearing of masks and all of the anxiety about that. Everything has become so much more complicated today. Therefore, having a safe space socially, like your home, and also emotionally with your partner, I believe is more important than ever. So let this year be the year where you build your relationship better and affirm or reaffirm your love for each other so that you really enjoy a safe and rewarding space, a space of safety and love with your partner. And especially if your relationship has lost its luster, let this year be a time to pay more attention to it. Yes? And we women are much better equipped to either restart or revive our relationship. We are better at bringing back the passion and even rekindling the fire that went from maybe high and exciting down to a faint glow. So why not bring some oxygen back into the fire to make it come alive again, make it burn and bring back the joy of being in love? Yes, it's possible. But do you actually want it? Because this takes attention and the intention for each other to protect your relationship because it is worth protecting. So reviving it by engaging more and therefore deepening your relationship with the man you committed your love to. How long ago? Maybe some years, maybe even decades. For me, it has been decades. A long while back, right? Don't you think this is worth reviving and up-leveling so that rather than hating your relationship or feeling it's blah, 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 and feeling lonely and maybe even depressed, you experience the love and satisfaction that only the two of you can share at a deeper level, at an intimate level. So let me get into the three languages of love. The first love language is about the words you speak, the actual language of love expressed in words. You may want to write some of these things down, and if you don't do it right now, just take your time at some time and write those words down if you haven't used them in a long time, so that they don't feel awkward to you, that they just roll off your lips easily. The most common one, of course, is I love you. How often do you say those words? That meant the world to you early in your relationship. How often do you say those words? And not in a kind of hello, hello, and goodbye, the things we say on the phone. Bye, love you. That's nice, but I'm speaking about saying those words with intention so that they land and trigger, if it's with the man you love, so that they trigger the connection and the love hormones. You may think, well, I have not heard him say those words for a very long time. I get it, yet here is the truth. As I mentioned earlier, men are not wired that way, but you are. Women are much better at expressing emotions, especially love emotions, than men ever can. Well, there are exceptions. Yes, there are exceptions. And as I said, an extra X hormone, X in a man's DNA will do that. And gay men have that. I mean, that's why we love them so much to go out with, because they are safe and they get us, they know our emotions. So don't tally up, but drop any expectation and go first with the man in your life. Write some words out and practice them, like, I love you, I appreciate you, or what I really love about you, and then tell him what it is. Amongst all the things that you may be annoyed about or critical of, he does things that he does well. So give him a compliment, do it, and go first. Most women believe that if her partner would really love her, he would know how she feels, or he would know how you feel and what you need. He would have those sensitivities and just know it. Otherwise, how could he love you if he does not know? Now, this could not be further from reality. Truth is that he is a different species from you. As I said earlier, they try pretty hard to be sensitive to your needs, but by their true nature, they are not. They have no idea. They are not wired that way. So it's not their fault that they don't get you or get it. They can't read your feelings. They are very, very different from you. I guess I said that often enough now so that you get that. And let me share with you quickly, in my upcoming webinar on March the 1st, I explain how they are different and what you have to do in order to inform and train your man so that he gets what you need and want. Otherwise, he doesn't get it. And demanding or bitching or sulking is plain wrong. You must learn the language, how to communicate with your man. And I shared with you in my upcoming free training, in the language that you must know and use, okay? So he gets it. And therefore, you get what you want. So if you desire to know those secrets, schedule my free training into your calendar now so that you don't miss it. I hold it on March the 1st at 11 o'clock Eastern Time. Message me if you want to be invited. Again, it is free, and I would love to have you become privy of that knowledge that will immediately up-level your relationship. Now, to the second language, because I said there are three. The second language of love is your body language. What your body needs to express so that your man gets your message clearly. So let's address the language expressed by your body, starting from the bottom up. And to tell you again, the language of love of your body can sometimes be even more powerful than what you say. And men react even sometimes more strongly to what your body says than what your words say. Sometimes words just go in and out, but he pays attention to your body. So when you speak to your man, that the man you love, don't speak from across the room, but allow your feet to move close to him. Okay? Be really close to him when you speak to him. Prepare yourself so that your heart is open. Because when your heart is open, your body is open. Because giving and receiving only comes through openness. And it is visible if you are closed or open. It's an internal attitude of being available. So make yourself available. Sometimes it's easy, the easiest way to start it is just with an inner smile. So you feel happy within yourself and confident within yourself. And then when you say the words of love and appreciation that we spoke about earlier, the words of love that can be beyond I love you, say them and look him into his eyes with the glow and the softness of love for him. Or, depending on what your words are, change that softness to a more coquette facial expression and coquette body language. Yes, it should be fun, right? How would that coquette impression look in you, in your body? Being coquette? Maybe you want to wear something sexy. It does not have to be lingerie, but maybe not jeans either. Something feminine. I know we love jeans and comfortable clothes. Yet, if I, for example, want to get my husband's attention, I know not to wear masculine things or spandex or anything that is tight fitting, and so that tight fit also suggests that I am tight. I am going to wear a blouse or a dress, one that is flowing and open, a dress that suggests that in this dress the woman is available. Okay, so look for some feminine clothes in your wardrobe. And staying a little bit longer with your body, your physicality, the internal state must be one of loving openness and availability too. And then you may want to touch him, but never, never, never touch him on his head. Men do not like to be touched on their head because it may trigger a memory from when they were little boys and they were patted or touched on their heads. Maybe it would bring back memories of being belittled, or that the one who did the patting or the touching wanted to press superiority. So maybe touch him on his chest. Tell him how strong he is, or slip your hand into his, or sit really, really close to him so that he could feel the warmth of your body and your scent. A bit more on scent. There is something very powerful about the scent of a woman, and especially the scent you have. The scent that he has, that is very unique as well. So both of you have your individual scents that have played a big role in the very beginning of when you fell in love with each other. We are humans, but we are also mammals. And mammals, you may laugh about this, beschnuppern each other. I know that's a German word, and I am German, but I tried to look it up in English, and it says sniff out. But sniff out is kind of a little harsh. I like beschnuppern. um, I, I can't stand the smell of you is something that we sometimes say, right? Or I love the smell of you. You get what I mean. There is a reason why we love to buy perfumes and colognes because we are attracted to certain scents and aromas. But when it comes to intimate love, it's really a cover up. The much more intimate fact is your personal scent for him and his personal scent for you. And it is not the same attraction when this is covered up with perfume or cologne. Now, cologne and perfume are great to go out and have fun, but try to just really and this not this funny thing or strange thing is, but we don't know our own scent. We think, well, how do I smell? I don't know. No, you don't, but he does, and there is a reason why he loves you and fell in love with you, not because of the perfume you wore, but because of your personal scent. Now, hygiene is important, and whether you agree or not agree with me, I feel that when you love your partner and want him to kiss you, your mouth should be fresh and your teeth clean. Do you agree? And the same rule applies to him as well, of course. No smelly mouth, no bad smelling underarms or feet or bad smells anywhere on the body, including the intimate parts and especially there, so that you can enjoy the exchange, the bonding, the intimacy, and the ecstasy of being limitless in your expression of love. You see, being truly intimate, you must not only feel love, but also feel safe, as in healthy, while being intimate. Yes or yes? I believe Valentine's Day has nothing to do with celebrating friendships between family members or friends. I think I said a little bit about that already in the beginning, but I feel, I think when I came to out from Germany to the Bahamas, which is of course the cards and many of the customs are very much like in the United States. This whole thing about Valentine's Day and that it just exploded into that your friends may feel neglected if you don't send him a Valentine's card. I find it so ridiculous because Valentine's Day has nothing to do with celebrating friendships between family members or friends, or writing cards to children or your mother or your dad. Valentine's Day has to do with love between lovers. If you don't believe me, look for the story of the original Valentine's Day, and where it came from. And there are a couple of stories, but there is one in particular, and that really, I don't want to say certified, but it made it very much a totally agreeable. And the 14th of February, no matter what, is Valentine's Day all over the world. It's very strange. It started someplace else and then it became a Christian holiday. But I think the Christian church let that go in 1960 something because maybe they felt a little bit uncomfortable. And Valentine's, there are a couple of them. They were martyrs, and one of them was a priest who had the Cupid in his ring. And since young men under the Roman Empire were not allowed to be married because if they had to go to war and be soldiers, this particular Valentine priest secretly married them. But anyway, there are a couple of fun stories if you want to look them up. So, when it comes to gifts, what is it that you expect to receive on Valentine's Day? Is it just that as long as you get the roses and some chocolates, that's it? And of course, the card may be pre-written, usually with his name and a line that is so generic that it doesn't really take a lot of effort. Nothing very personal. Don't judge him harshly for that. He really does his best. A man usually does not have the sensibility nor the creativity, and there are exceptions, yet most men just don't have it. And if you watch some of the videos that are put out there, then you know, and as I said in the beginning here, that men are different species, right? So allow this to just be. If you get a sense or feel that you don't get enough from him, let it go. If you hang on to it, you spoil expectations, then you have really ruined your day and probably your night as well. So have no requirements and no expectations. You can have preferences. And let's talk about what you want to give him. Find your joy and satisfaction there in gifting him. And it could be anything, except that we usually don't give flowers or chocolates to a man. Even though the men in my life, they all love chocolates. If I give my husband chocolates for Valentine's, he would love it because when I get chocolates, he eats them faster than I ever could. But so what is it that lights him up? What does he love? Do you know it? Do you know what would show him that you thought of him in a very loving way? Well, probably not a Ferrari. But it could be as simple as cooking a special dinner for him. Or, you know, or do something special for him with consideration of the special day. Maybe in a way you present something or serve something. And write him a card. Yes, handwritten, not pre-written. The same old stale Valentine's card. Put some effort in it and make it special. Maybe write about something from the past, a beautiful moment that you remember. And maybe write about that and how you still feel and still love him. Be open and available for him. That means you put away your cell phone and all electronics, yeah, for that special evening. And also be interested to learn more about what he really, really likes, maybe his hobbies. And, you know, I believe, yes, not only I believe, I know that on Sunday, Super Bowl is coming up, right? If you have never had an interest in football, and he probably wouldn't like to spend it with you because you don't know anything about it, you don't know the rules or whatever. But if he's very much into it, maybe you want to tell him that you're going to learn a little bit more about it and then surprise him. Maybe the next time he doesn't go out with his friends to watch a game, but stays home and you know what parties, what clubs, is it clubs? Who's playing, who's playing. And you may even know their quarterbacks. Wouldn't that be a real surprise and a sign of love and consideration for him? So actually it could be anything, a hobby of his, just surprise him. My husband loves golf. He's playing golf right now. He's playing golf a lot. So I learned to learn quite a bit about golf. But Valentine's is really to surprise the man you love with something that is maybe outside the cliche, and it's not only for Valentine's. To keep your relationship healthy and juicy and active and enjoyable and fun, there are so many things you can do that you may have never practiced or never even heard about. And in the webinar that I am having on the 1st of March at 11 o'clock Eastern Time, I speak about all of these things, about how to speak to the man who is a different species from you, right? In a way that he really understands you. How to train him, that he behaves in a way that you love. Men need to be trained. If they haven't been trained by their mothers, then you have to do it. And it's very rewarding. And also how to diffuse an argument. I speak about that there too. because arguments can really ruin a relationship. And there is a way to turn an argument into an agreement. Okay, I think I'm out of time. So I enjoyed having you here with me. Thank you for spending your precious time with me. So if you find what I shared with you today valuable, mark your calendar for next week, same day, same time. I look forward to show you so much more. And next time I will speak about the love that is more primal, where it all came from, and why romantic love is really a modern thing. That didn't exist thousands of years ago. So we talk about more of the real origin of why a man is different than a woman. All right, so this is all for me right now. And see you next week again.